Alright, you guys. Time for round number 2. The Draft Labs 8M Tournament Series Season 2, Week 4, excuse me. We have Counter Instigate Alpha on blue side. And Team... how do I take away that FPS counter? That's weird. Team Butt Blasters on red. Team Butt Blasters sitting in for Team PNG today. Actually, just taking the place of Team PNG. King Khan, quick buys into the brush first, gets the jump on the Silent Graves, but this is a 3 versus 1 situation. King Khan forced to disengage, but that's a great pressuring movement there from King Khan to force the enemy members to be weary of entering those brushes. Even still, with the numbers advantage, CI are not going to enter that second brush of seaweed. Or landweed, you could call it. I guess we'll call it landweed today. So landweed control going to neither squad here. And don't forget, you guys, that we are giving silly names to the Mark Dash spell. Nice citrus slash fruit from Alpha. He gets the citrus, takes the fruit. Super Snackle, that's a weird way to play out this early game, taking guaranteed damage. Counter Instigate didn't really have much of a wave clear advantage here. Combination Ari and Tristana should be enough, but in this early phase when Tristana's going to not be able to get quite as many auto attacks and Ari's not doing as much damage to the minions, there should be a wave clear advantage on blue side. Especially with a Sivir. Sivir's just got massive wave clear, you guys. And now with Counter Instigate pushing forward on the Butt Blasters. They should be able to hold on to this for a while with the Sivir. Shouldn't be too much of an issue for Silent Grave to get these minions cleared out before Butt Blasters can counter. Right Boob taking poke. There are many members of Red Team taking poke as well. This is a good controlled presence here from Counter Instigated for these first few waves. They're shoving in. They're not getting any siege off. They're not going to take those risks. Their siege stat's not very high. It's only really Silent Graves that brings in that siege stat for them, and Sivir's not the most proficient with that low auto attack range. They're doing right now what they need to do, making the human caught up by a Mantra Q. Still taking even more damage as well. The harassment from Counter Instigate is good right now. This is exactly what they got to do. Whittle down the members of Butt Blasters, force them to be low, create your sieges through that advantage rather than trying to create siege strictly through your wave clear. And you can see they were able to get a couple auto attacks off there, but Super Snackle is going to have his say. He's still getting punished very hard though. Decent damage from Gato Gods. It will take some time for the Azir to get up to snuff, you guys, but Karma has a fantastic early game presence, so that definitely makes up for it. Super Snackle taking over the wave clear reins for Team Butt Blasters, and first blood drops somehow onto Megan the Human. I didn't even see that one. We're going to have to watch it again. We're going to watch it in super slow motion, you guys. So Megan the Human gets taken low by a Mantra Q. Good poke there. Walks into... This is where it all goes wrong. Walks right into the bottleneck there, takes a couple hits from Azir and a Sivir Q. It's an easy first blood to give over to the carry on Counter Instigate, you guys. Counter Instigate, a very seasoned team here in our tournament series, so they automatically have the edge in this match based on their experience on our map, and in our meta. So they take the advantage right off the bat. There is zero contestation here from Team Butt Blasters. They're really just kind of giving up as much as they can. King Khan doesn't fall there, but still takes some damage. Rethron. Oh, Silent Grave is able to pick it up. It looked like that was... I didn't even see that one happen, you guys. Crazy. I guess the contrast on this map isn't better for my eyes after all. I guess I was wrong. I've just missed the first 2 kills of this game. Silent Grave now 2-0, and assists going on both of those kills to all other members of Team Counter Instigate. Huge gold going their way, 1,000 in their favor. Only 4 minutes in, you guys. That's a pretty big advantage this early. Now, they're still not getting the damage on the tower that they would like. I'm sure with an advantage like this, they want to get more damage on this tower, but this is Sivir, not Caitlyn, that we're talking about, you guys. More great poke from Rethron. He's going for an early Catalyst build, going to go for a fairly tanky, kind of off-tank Karma build. It's merited here, it really is. I mean, it's going to kind of offset the disadvantages for blue side from the style stats. You know, they didn't really have the ability to outlast in team fights. Now with a tanky Karma, they're going to be able to do that, at least a little bit better. Alfalfa, great damage here. Super Snackle should go down. That is the case. Silent Grave now on a killing spree. 3-0 and another 3 assists. Killing the remaining members of blue side, man. Gold, 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 gold. Their first death is going to be a big one. Finally, they've got Butt Blasters whittled down just enough to get some decent damage out of that tower. Not too much, but some good damage. They're giving themselves a bigger advantage by each wave, which is exactly how they do it. They have a very safe playing composition. If there is a potential engage from red team, it's going to be disabled by Alfalfa. Here it comes, Rethron in the front line, takes lots of damage. Silent Graves has the ultimate popped. Alfalfa trying to zone and possibly create something, create an opportunity for his team. Doesn't find one. They simply body their way underneath the turret and are simply still going to continue whittling down this enemy turret. Now, using all of those ultimates at that moment may not have been the best idea. And the reason is because once Super Snackles, once Ezreal, actually everybody, once everybody on red team gets their ultimates, they get a big power spike. So without having ultimates of your own available to counter engage, it might give red team the advantage even through this health deficit. Whoa. Another kill going to Silent Graves. Same exact situation. Counter Instigate have been utilizing these bottlenecks, and Butt Blasters have simply been walking into their deaths there. It's an unfortunate situation, you guys. Another, that's a fourth kill going over to Silent Graves, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. There's the Citrus Dash fruit, slash fruit rather, on the Super Snackle. Citrus, not fruit though. He didn't follow with the fruit. More wave clear coming out. Proactive wave clear from Silent Graves. Feels confident enough to move forward and try to clear out those waves underneath the enemy tower. We're 6 minutes in, you guys. If this first tower can fall within the next 2 minutes, it's going to be a great opportunity for Counter Instigate to continue their push forward. Potentially create a victory in one giant siege. That would be the optimal situation, of course. Tower still being whittled down. Gato Gods getting points in the spells that he needs. There's the Citrus Dash fruit. Slash fruit, of course. I want to call it Dash because it's marked Dash. And another kill picked up. This one goes to Alfalfa. More assists, though, to remaining members. No assists for Silent Graves, though. Let's give Silent Graves a challenge and see if Silent Graves can go through this entire match with... actually, never mind. Take that back. The final siege to the first tower after that one pick. Red turret goes down. The instantaneous counter, oh no, excuse me, the instantaneous shoving turret dropping by Gato Gods. Not a bad idea. This is one of the biggest advantages to having an Exir on your team. Nice engage from Gato Gods. Gets the knockback on the Super Snackle. He is able to kind of walk his way back into the team fight, and counter engage from red team is going well. Now, they don't have much of an ability to push this one any further. Ultimate drops by Super Snackle, but they have to go through the passive turret first. That's a fifth man, you guys. Exhausts are dropping. Spells are going down. First kills drop in favor of red team. That's 2 for them, 1 in favor of counter instigate. Rethron now still in the lines. He gets dropped. Another one for red side. That's weird. The team position's completely swapped there. Silent Graves now the only one left to fight for team counter instigate, and the ace falls in favor of red team. A delayed ace. Oh no, it wasn't an ace. Well played. I want to see that team fight again. I want to see how this one went down. There is a lot of mobility available for the 3 members that lasted throughout that team fight, so I guess it's not incredibly surprising. So this fight starts with Gato Gods isolating Super Snackle. Oh, it started before that, and then Super Snackle goes in with his ultimate past the enemy turret. They're just going to kind of bypass it with Super Snackle on the under the turret aggro. Alfalfa. Now look at this. Look at how the team positions have completely swapped here. You have a pincer from King Kong Super Snackle against the members of Counter Instigate. Silent Graves exhausted. That's a great exhaust, by the way. It reduced a lot of the damage going down. Gato God still able to pick up a kill here, but that's simply just a trade. King Kong, lots of burst damage. Well played. Super Snackle somehow staying alive through all that damage he took. Silent Graves and Gato Gods, or excuse me, Silent Graves and Rethron unable to keep that fight going, and that's the fight stat, you guys. That's the fight stat. Red team, they started the fight under their own circumstances, were able to keep it going, and where it came out on top as well. But one of the disadvantages of having your tower go down so early is that you have so far to run before you can actually get to that next turret, and it grants a lot of time for the enemy team to come back and defend it. That's exactly what we just saw No real siege dropping in favor of the Bud Blasters, even after a victorious team fight. And now, Counter Instigate, with all that gold they had, they spent it, and they got some dope items, you guys. A 9-minute Rod of Ages for Rethron. Counter Instigate are on a massive power spike right now, and they're full health as well. Bud Blasters need to outplay them if they want to be able to take this next fight. But you can see the damage that's dropping here. I don't know if that's possible. Counter Instigate, on the other hand, if they want to win, they need to shove this turret, create another pick, pretty much take this next turret down the exact same way they took the first one down. Whittle down the enemy team, create some sort of pick with the orange/peel from Alfalfa, and then with a numbers advantage, just pressure too hard and force the enemy team to kind of concede the tower to you. That would be the best circumstances. Alfalfa looking for an opportunity, not going to find it here. Super Snackle capitalizes instead. Rethron pops the AoE shield. It does some decent defending here, but Super Snackle still hasn't been taken down. Right Boo dealing great damage, and now the disengage from Team Bud Blasters. Alfalfa's trying to continue it, but the ultimate from our Tristana is going to stop that, making the human and Right Boo both get knocked up, and Alfalfa, the first one to fall. The counter engage is falling in favor of the Bud Blasters. They're elongating this fight, going right back in. Now, they're not finding too much. King Kong jumps in. Might not have been the best idea. He's kind of stuck now, making the human also being zoned out. No kill for King Kong. Another kill falls in favor of blue side, and all the while, Bud Blasters being whittled down to very, very low health. Unfortunately enough for them. Gato God's still fairly healthy. That was a good decision for... Oh, Right Boob going in, looking for a kill here. Gato Gods is going to end up going down, but not without taking a life. Ezreal goes down. Shutdown Gold goes in favor of Super Snackle here. Not the person you wanted to go to, but I guess it's better than nothing. Epic Gamer says, really good Alistar play. I agree. Alfalfa has been the tank player for Counter Instigate for a long time. Even before the tank meta, he was the tank player. He played the Malphites. He played the Brahms. He's played the Alistars. He's a fantastic tank player. His zoning is just perfect. His positioning in the team fights is great. His decision making with his spells is also top notch, you guys. He's one of the better tank players we have in the Draft Labs ADAM tournament series. He really is. He really is a good player. I'm glad that you noticed that because he's great. There's another citrus/fruit from Alfalfa. Orange/peel. Arg/yar. Shiver/me timbers. I should stop. Ultimate drops from Right Boob. Alfalfa trying to disrupt. Does a good job at it, making the human unable to get any sort of good charm off there. Right Boob also got chunked down. There's another aggressive turret from Gato Gods. He wants to force this second tower, and they're in a really good position to do so. A great play here. Alfalfa, another mark/dash. Gets the kill with it, as a matter of fact. Super Snackle now forced to use his ultimate just to discontinue the fight. It does not work, though. Another kill falls in favor of Alfalfa. Maybe picking up too many this fight, this game, but I guess it's not really the case here. Karma goes down. God, there's so many things happening so fast with these teams. I can't even follow it. Just more disruption from Alfalfa, gonna cause another death. Wow. Wow. Counter Instigate are really pushing their lead to the limits here. They're trying to gain as much as they can. We have a long-range laser spike, maybe a snipe from this passive turret here. And CI take the second turret of the game down. 12 minutes in, a little late in my opinion. Now Alfalfa's down, making the human looking for the triple kill. Has the double, but is gonna have to move underneath the passive tower, so that should gain some space here for Silent Grave to disengage. Bud Blasters are doing a good job, and they're finding the advantages where they need to be found in those elongated team fights. Another ultimate from Right Boob. Might just needs to start casting that one on cooldown. Rethron, easy kill. Real easy kill for a Karma right there. Already 5 stacks on that Rod of Ages. When that thing gets to like 7, 8, then Rethron's going to be a real force to be messed with, you guys. Cooldown reduction, ability power. Another kill for Rethron, you guys. That's a delayed double. I have to think of more good names for Mark Dash. Here we go, Orange/Peel. We'll get the headbutt knockback combo, and Rethron takes another one. Alfalfa, great player. Making the plays here, and this might be a dead inhibitor, you guys. 2 members of Butt Blasters on cooldown, you could say, death timers. And this inhibitor is going to fall real fast. So healthy. Everybody on Counter Instigate really, really healthy, you guys. What Butt Blasters need to do here is delay. Delay this game for as long as they can. Epic Gamer says they can still win. Epic Gamer says 4-man Malphite ultimate is coming. Potential engage from Alfalfa, no. Simply disruption. It's a good. That's another good decision made on his part. He knows he needs to be with his team to disrupt any sort of big engage that comes from red side. If he tries to create one himself, he's going to be falling right into the hands of the enemy Malphite. He's going to be able to jump right past him, and there's going to be no peel potential there. Really good decision from Alfalfa. He can still go in for his combos. He just needs to make sure that he's back ready to peel for his team if needed. Now this is really tense, you guys. You can see Snackle looking for an opportunity, but all the while, Butt Blaster's still getting whittled down. This is how the team compositions work here. Disengage from Alfalfa. Super Snackle's in a tough situation. He gets taken down. Now all potential from red team is gone. Flash forward from Silent Graves picks up another kill, making the human taken real low. Counter Instigate. Kite re-engage. Kite re-engage. Kite re-engage. They get a pick, and then all is over. Not all of it, but every potential for that team fight is over. And now with Counter Instigate pushing forward onto these Nexus turrets, there really isn't much to stop them. King Khan too low, Gato Gods, easy kill for him, Making the Human also in a tough situation. First Nexus turret falls, Making Human still low, now dropped, Rethron, another kill for him. Unstoppable now for the Karma, you guys. Second Nexus turret has fallen. The game is potentially over at this point. If Counter Instigate can create another kill and even more of a numbers advantage, they should be able to get this this inhibitor, or this Nexus rather, down here. 3 seconds left on King Khan. Making the Human will not be in this fight. Super Snackle trying to distract Counter Instigate, but they are not falling for it. They want to create another pick and continue this numbers advantage. Lockdown into King Khan, ultied into the wall. Rethron picks up 2 kills, or excuse me, Rethron picks up 1, Silent Graves picks up 2, and that is guaranteed to be a victory for Team Counter Instigate. Payback. Actually, not Payback. What am I talking about? Counter Instigate pick up the first match of this set over the Butt Blasters. Counter Instigate trying to gain a couple of numbers back on their 2 losses in the first set to the PNG community. And now we're seeing Butt Blasters not quite able to handle what some would call the Counter Instigate A squad. These guys, 3 of the 4 members here are the ones that have been with Counter Instigate since the beginning, okay? And these guys are very seasoned with us. Now, Silent Grave, the only one who hasn't, but he made a pretty good name for himself here. There's very apparent why they chose him for this spot, because he was definitely right in line with the way they were playing. He knew exactly what they were doing. He capitalized on all the situations. His ulti pops were right on point, exactly when they needed to be, and just everything was played well. A good fit for this team. Now I don't usually do this, but I gotta give an MVP status here to Alfalfa. His Alistair play here was phenomenal. It just goes to show, I can almost guarantee you, there will not be many other teams that play up against Counter Instigate Alpha that will give Alfalfa. That's funny. I didn't even realize that correlation until just now. That there's not many other teams that will give Alfalfa an Alistair again. I'm just gonna say it right now, and we'll follow that as the season goes on. But Alfalfa is just a little bit too scary on his tanks. His zoning is way too good. Well played, you guys. Congratulations, Counter Instigate. They take game number 1 of their set. Well played by both sides, though. GG.